Hey guys, my name is Chris McDread, and today I'm gonna revolutionize the way we think about locks. So I have a question. Can this hair be locked? Some people say it's too soft. But I will tell you something. It doesn't matter how soft the hair is, it doesn't matter how coarse the hair is. If the loctician is not able to handle the hair, it's the loctician's limitations, it's not the hair. If you're a loctician, you should be able to handle any kind of hair. And for me, to be honest with you, this is the best it gets when it comes to hair. And I'm saying that because this is just like the right canvas for me to do exactly what I'm about to do. Now I have a question. What are these? We call them comb coils because you use a comb. But is this really the way you start doing locks? Because the last time I checked, I'm going to show you something. There's a painting here of an elephant. Baby elephant looks like the elephant, behaves like the elephant. It's not another animal, it's an elephant. Just a small elephant. Now, why would I bring the elephant up? Because this is supposed to be starter locks, baby locks. Do they behave like locks? Are they even close to the final product? I don't think so. Why is that so? Because if I put a comb here, they all go out. If you're gonna get locks for the first day, at least an inch should be there. At least something should lock. Something should lock. This is not the way you start hair. Really. This is not the way. This comb coils is not the way you start locks. It's gonna take you a whole year before you lock. Now, there's a different technique on how you do comb coils to make sure you have some hair locking and not like this. You see that? This is not the way you start locks. I don't know who does these comb coils. People, now, I respect the fact that, it's the only way. Maybe some locticians know how to do it, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I'm saying is, if you realize that we haven't moved an inch from the way we used to do locks 30 years ago. This is exactly the same way we've been doing things. There is no new innovation. So either you're limited as a loctician or you're lazy to discover new things. And what I'm going to show you is the basic thing that you still use every day, which is a comb, which is this one or the other one that is slimmer. I don't care which one you use. And you're going to be able to start them with instant locks without really having this. Because this is not locks here. Nothing has locked. The hair has gone exactly. What I'm going to do with the comb, we are actually going to wash it and see how it looks after I wash it. But remember, comb coils are not baby elephants. They're not baby locks. They're not starter locks. They're just something else. It will take you a whole year before they even ever lock. I don't think that's what anyone is intending. I don't think this guy here will travel from another country to come all the way to get his locks done on his beautiful hair was expecting something that wouldn't last a single minute, which it took me less than a minute to finish that. That would be a waste of his time and most importantly a waste of his money. You get me? So let's get back to what really starter locks are about when it comes to the comb. Now I just finished comb twisting it with what I would like to call the Chris McDread comb twist technique. The comb coils. Now remember what I've done before. This is a short trivia. Do you see a difference? But when I put the comb, you see that? These are the ones that I've done before. Now see that? That's locked. From there on, even if I push, I might have to hard him. I must push harder to remove it. Watch. See from there? That's locked. That's how baby locks start. Now this is locked. I'm deliberately pushing it out, trying to open it up. Okay? See this? The comb coil. There you are. See that? It's locked right there. All this is locked. Now this is a baby elephant. This is already locked, so even if I wash, I know it's gonna come out until here. Here. Now let's try to remove this and see how long it takes us. This won't be able to do it. Let's try and remove it. See? It's locked inside. It's locked. You see that? The comb has already made it tangle without destroying any hair. There you are. You see that? That's how much it takes. Now, I did this just to show you how comb technique should be. There should be something that has locked before you finish your comb. So the other comb coils that you can just open. Nah. These are not locks. There's a difference just by using the comb, and that's a tutorial for another day. So if you go to a loctician, you ask them to give you the crease coils, not the comb coils, the ones that actually have some lock that is locked. Now the reason why I did that is just to show you, but I'm going to go ahead and wash this hair, all of it, and then show you what happens to them when they're washed. What happens to them when they're washed. And then I'm going to do what I like to do, which is a crocheting. This was just a bypass just to show you a video of it. But I'm gonna crochet so we can have a slim locks, that much slim. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, you can't crochet thinner locks. Like I said before, it has nothing to do with the hair. It has got everything to do with the ability of the loctician. So if your loctician does not know how to do that, it's not about your hair being soft. This man has been told that his hair can't lock because his hair is soft. By a lot of people, you need coarse hair. You need real African hair. Nah. I don't want to use profane words, but that's just a lot of, you know what I'm talking about. So, if you're a loctician and you cannot do this, you need to find a way to figure it out, because every day your phone will update itself with new updates. Your computer tells you there's a new application, new updates. But in the lock industry, we don't have any updates. It's the same old things that we've been doing it, and all I'm saying is there are new updates. So you need to update yourself on how to do locks to make sure that people's hair lock faster than normal. So I'm going to wash his hair, and I'm going to show you what happens when you wash these crease coils. They will come out, half of it, but you will see the baby elephant I was talking about. And then from there on, I'm going to crochet them and show you the finishing. One more thing. A lot of you locticians don't want to use the bricklayering technique. You don't even want to section people's hair. There are no lines. There are no lines. Completely, there are no lines. I've seen that. That's just you being lazy. That's just the truth. Because at this moment, it would not be important for these lines to be made. But in the future styling, these lines will make a lot of difference. And this is where the foundation, you have a wrong foundation of locks, you don't have good locks for the rest of your life. After 4 years, and I say, some people come to me and say, give me that style. I say, you can't have that style because your hair wasn't sectioned in a proper way for me to be able to align them in that way. So it's not really my limitation, it's the limitation of the person who started your locks. So very important. I see people just want to run around because it's easy to do that. You get paid quickly, but come on, don't be lazy. Do some good work on someone's hair, please. Do some good works on someone's hair. And then when it's done, eventually someone can enjoy styling their hair properly. That's just, take a good time, man. Take a good time. You're a stylist. Embrace your work and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Okay? So we wash the hair. with shampoo, and this is what you get. It's still locked. It's still locked. I have not redone these ones that I removed before because I'm gonna crochet. I don't need to show you that again, but you see what I'm talking about. There should be at least an inch, something that has locked. It doesn't matter how many times you wash this, it's gonna now develop from there into being locked. So, and this takes lesser time to become locks. So when I retouch them, which is retwisting them, I would use the same comb technique on here, but this one I'll go ahead and roll them. So these ones are halfway towards becoming locks. Remember, a baby elephant is an elephant. So now these are baby locks. These, when you're using the comb, this is how you start out. This is how you start out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry these baby locks, and I'm gonna crochet them to make them instant locks, and we can even wash them again. Now this time around, nothing will happen to them. And the coil comb method, the way I see it in the internet, is not the way comb twisting is done. Those are not locks. Remember what I said about the elephant. Baby elephant is an elephant. Looks closer to the mother. And these now have formed the shape of locks. What we had before may seem coily like locks, but what I did with the comb, they all came out. But this, I still got a lot of already locked hair. Semi-locked because it's still the first day. So now they can go into the process of locking. But my client traveled from another country. If I had let them go, this is what would have happened in 1 week if they washed their hair. That's not a good idea. So we're gonna go ahead and get them instant locks. I just did that for you people to be able to see the comb coils. So if he was living in my town, I probably would have left them out and called them the next day. So that's now instant lock. I'm going to explain something by demonstration. And I took a charger cable because I couldn't find any other decent wire, and I turned it into half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these half and wrap it around the other half. What happens is this is a random thing, and I'm going to explain it much more. Just bear with me. Yeah, I'm going to skip all that. What happens is when I coil it, I skipped that. I could have coiled it a little bit even more. Is it becomes shorter. It becomes shorter because it's coiled. Okay? So why? Because obviously when you coil something, it will be shorter. And the reason why I did this is to explain about locks here. So this is a lock that I'd shown you before. This is the one I finished. There is a shrinkage of this size. This is the much shrinkage that is there. See, I'm trying to pull it, and the reason why there is this 1 inch shrinkage here is because I coil it even more, and it's just a little bit of shrinkage if it's done properly. If there's a lot more shrinkage, then something is wrong. But this is the side effect. You get this 1 inch that you have to sacrifice to be able to get solid locks. To be able to get solid locks, you have to be able to sacrifice that. These can be washed, and I'm gonna finish and show you more. Hey, so we're done with the locks. You can see the size, really small size. And now this, if you look at it, if you look at any of them, this is closer to this. It's as close as you can get to the finished product as possible. You can see that? They're just more darker and neater than mine. This is how you get baby locks, instant locks. Remember what we said about the elephant? If you're gonna get something, it has to look at least closer to the final product from the beginning. Baby giraffe is a giraffe, and baby locks should actually be baby locks, not some comb coils. This is how you get baby locks from now on. It's just a growing pattern, and you know exactly what you're getting towards the end. So this sectioning has been done, all of it. It's been a very long day, but I like what I see of the size. My clients like them too. I'm going to sit down very well. We're going to wait to see how they progress, and they don't need to be maintained for around 3 months. And the maintenance that he's going to use is up to him. I did not interlock, I just crocheted. He can interlock them, he can palm roll them. You can interlock them. You don't need to crochet them anymore, unless you need to. I'll show you where crocheting as maintenance come in videos to come. So basically this is it. My name is Chris McThread. I'm tired. Thank you for watching.